Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name's Tina and I am going to be doing a foundation review today. Of course, always do. Love foundation so much. So today I'm going to be using the NYX Total Control. It comes in a drop foundation formula. It's very liquidy. I tried it out the past couple of days just to kind of get an idea of how it reacts to my skin, how I want to apply it, whether with a brush or a sponge. Sometimes to really know if you like foundation, you kind of have to use it for a few days. There's been some foundations that I've reviewed that I have liked for the first impression, but then after trying to wear them throughout a couple of days, I just haven't really liked them that much anymore. So I took it back and I went and I swapped it out for this. I've heard a lot of good things about this foundation, so we are going to try it out today and I'm going to let you guys know exactly how I feel. So it's very liquidy, I just want to go ahead and say that, but for the amount of coverage that you get, you would think it was thicker. So the box actually says that according to drops is the coverage that you'll get. One thing I've found is this is a super buildable foundation. You can really make it full coverage, or if you just want something to just cover some of the redness or even out your complexion, this is a good foundation for you. I like it a lot, so let's get right into it. Okay, so before I do my foundation, I am going to put on some primer. I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I bought this the other day and honestly I am so obsessed with it. Primer really does make a difference. I know a lot of people say, oh no, I don't use primer, it's just an extra step, or I'm gonna use a super cheap primer, and you know, it is what it is. And honestly, there are some really good inexpensive primers out there. e.l.f. is one of my personal favorites, but now after using this Smashbox for the first time, I realize why people always said that the primer really does make a difference, because this primer is absolutely incredible. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. You just need a little small amount, super tiny, and I'm going to just apply this on the problem areas, so around my nose, where my pores are a little bit naturally bigger. And with this primer, it really does go a super long way. I've got some dryness down here, so I've applied a little extra moisture. I put some jojoba oil on right before I made this video. I'm gonna put it in my T-zone, and honestly, you guys, it makes your skin feel so velvety. I love it. Now for the fun part, the foundation. So the way that this works is it's super liquidy and it's got this little dropper here. So it looks like this, and you can just drop, drop, drop. Now on the box, like I was saying earlier, you can do 1 drop for light coverage. It says 2 drops for a little medium coverage, or full coverage you can do about 4 drops. However, I've found that I need about 10 or 12 drops to get the foundation finish that I typically like with any foundation. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go a little excessive here, but that's because I have to. Okay, so here we go. I'm just gonna drop a little bit. Everyone, I just dropped that like literally on my couch. That's cute. It is really kind of messy, honestly. But we are gonna go with it. Couple drops on my chin. So now that we have the foundation on, I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it with a damp beauty blender so you guys can see the coverage that it gives me. So as you can see, it's not a super full coverage foundation. It's really lightweight, but for the texture of it, it's actually really good. I was expecting it to just be like water on my face, honestly, but it actually has it's a good medium or light to medium coverage. This is also good for, you know, you want to hit the gym but you don't want to have a full face of makeup on, you just want to even it out. Go ahead and grab this foundation. It will be a go-to, I promise. And the best part about this foundation is that it's only $13.99. So it's relatively inexpensive, especially compared to other foundations. So that's just one layer of it. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and show you guys how buildable this foundation is. So this is honestly, for an everyday look, this would be okay. Just a couple of drops on every area of your face, blend it out, and you're good to go. But honestly, you can make this a super full coverage foundation, and that's what I love about it, because it's so buildable and you can kind of pick what kind of coverage you want that day. I'm gonna just drop a couple more drops on the areas that I have a little extra redness, and then I have some breakouts on my chin, so I'm gonna do a couple more drops on my chin. So let's just start blending this out. one more time. And as you can see, you guys, it's super, super blendable. It doesn't leave patchiness. It doesn't leave like spots. You guys, I love this as an everyday foundation because sometimes, like, I'm just going to be honest with you guys, I don't want to spend 40, 50 bucks on foundation that I'm going to wear every single day for like work or if I'm going out grocery shopping. I just want something a little more inexpensive so that I don't feel like I'm being wasteful. Because if any of you guys know me, you know that I am very frugal with how I spend my money. I'm the girl that will not buy something unless it's like on clearance if I go like clothes shopping, unless I like really love it, and then I break my own rules. But as you can see, this has already covered up the acne on my chin. It's given me a super even complexion. And what I love about this as well is they have a lot of different shades. And actually, I'm not the lightest shade for the first time in my life. Literally, this was the second to lightest. So that's nice. It gave me a little confidence boost when I bought it. This is the shade Alabaster for anybody who is wondering. There's one shade lighter than this, and then they have several other shades available. It goes all the way to like a super dark shade as well. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some concealer so you guys can see kind of how the concealer blends out over the foundation, because to me that's always important, how other products blend over the foundation, because foundation is your base, and if nothing else blends out over it, you kind of, you know, you're in a bad spot. So I'm going to be using my Shape Tape Concealer just like always, girl. It is my go-to. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it, and if Tarte ever discontinues this, I will riot. So I'm just going to do a little bit, nothing too crazy, under my eye, a little bit down my nose, and then on these pimples the size of Texas on my chin. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend this out and show you guys how beautifully it blends out over my foundation. Ugh, wow, 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 wow! You guys, look at it. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Alright, so I have zoomed up on my face so you guys can see just how beautiful this foundation actually is. So I'm loving the way that my concealer has blended out over my foundation. It's got a great texture. It's not cakey. It didn't drag the foundation around my face. I am a huge, huge fan. Okay, so let's go ahead and bake and set my face so you guys can see how it goes. So I am using my Airspun powder foundation just like always. It's $8 from Walmart. I use it in literally every one of my foundation videos, so y'all just bear with me. All right, so I'm just going to bake the under eye. And my chin area as well. Alright, so I've already done my brows while I was waiting for my face to finish baking and setting. So now I'm just going to take my big fluffy brush from Morphe. This is the Morphe M527 brush. It's super fluffy. I'm a big fan, and I just washed all my brushes. Ugh, isn't it great? The day that you just wash all, you just get unlazy for a second. You're like, I need to wash those bacteria full things right there. And then you do, and then the next day you put on your makeup and it's just like, ah. Yeah, that was me today. So here we go. I'm going to start dusting this bake away. Ugh, it's so soft. One of my biggest make or breaks with foundation is how my contour blends out over the foundation itself. So let's go ahead and do the contour test. Okay, so I'm going to be using the NYX cheek powder that I usually use for my contour. I know it's funny, it's a cheek powder, it's not a contour powder, blah, blah, blah. Well, I am super pale and I need a cool tone bronzer, and no one makes one. That is in the budget of what I would spend on a contour. So as you can see, it's blending out really well over the foundation. Yes, girls. My cat literally just took toilet paper and just played with the roll, and it was all the way in my living room. Okay, so I'm going to chisel out the top of my head, and I'm going to go ahead and do it on the other side here. Y'all, do you see my hair after I contour? Oh my. All right, that's better. Get yourself together. I have all my brushes in a little mug down here. So cute and innovative. All right, so I finished contouring, and honestly, I love the way that this contour blends out over this foundation. So, like I said, this is one of my favorite foundations that I've ever used. It's new for me, so go and grab you some. It's only $14. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. So I will see you back next time. Be sure to like, share, and comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel because I put out new videos every Monday and every Thursday. See you guys later.